Live at 5, it's offer review. A lot of people have been asking me what this was about, and so I'm here to provide some context. Let's read the note from the developer. It says, on April 1st, one offer in particular, contained messages intended to be playful relating to April Fool's Day. However, the language was insensitive and made it past the review process. We deactivated the offers almost immediately. This is true. The offer was up for about an hour. Some people are able to buy it twice, and then they reactivate it without the text, and people are able to buy it 2 more times. I personally was able to buy it 3 times. We deactivated the offers almost immediately and are implementing a stricter review process to ensure that this doesn't happen again. Now, I have that's my only issue with this, is like, this is what it took for that to happen. How many borked offers have we had? You know, like the Armory 14 and 15s with the decimal point Jeff and zeros, and how many catastrophic problems because, and this is the problem that where they realize they actually need a better process. I really hope that is what comes out of this, is that my biggest pet peeve with this game has been just typos and wrong offers, or offers with the wrong art, or even today, there was an offer on the web store where the orbs weren't in the actual shop to open. It was a $100 offer. And so, like, this is what it took for them to have a better process. We deactivated the offers almost immediately and are implementing a stricter review process to ensure this doesn't happen again. We understand that some players found these messages to be offensive, and we deeply apologize for our use of language. We are a diverse group that respects people from all walks of life, and we're proud to be inclusive of all cultures and perspectives. We not intentionally seek to offend anyone and take the matter seriously. We regret publishing the message. We'll not do it again. And this was the message, was on April 1st. And I think the main problem I see with this is that they didn't ask Tadano Mac if they could use his name in conjunction with an offer. Wow, much prank, such value, very April Fool's, bundle of resource. Grab today you will, better than Tadano Mac you will be. And I'm guessing that he was not happy with that. I've heard secondhand information that he wasn't thrilled. I don't know firsthand. Master Gilmish, I don't think there was malice in the joke, and I think the apology was genuine. It's not my place to say if it was genuine or not. I kind of agree with that. My experience with Scopely is that this is accurate of the way the company actually works. I never really got the feeling that it was like a good old boys club or anything like that it actually care about these type of things. Okay, on talking about Tadano Mac. So Apocalypse, big boy Apocalypse now get, a 7-star Apocalypse now has awakened abilities, and this is not going to impact a lot of people. Like, I don't know how many big boy Apocalypses there in the game, and I'm nowhere near getting one. It's going to take several months for me to even get close. I'm not even sure if it's 6 months away or what. But someone went and looked out of the top 100 players in the game. 666 of them had it. So I'm going to say there's under 100 big boy Apocalypses. But the main thing that is going to come from this is that Tadano was the first person to finish the Apocalypse difficulty of the Apocalypse Saga, which was months ago. And he's going to be acknowledged in game, another combat environment. He's going to get this golden costume. It's really funny to me. It's a reskin. I mean, it's gold. I don't know why. It just makes me laugh. It's like kind of bad. But what it's going to happen to us is that the winner will choose. So Tadano's going to choose 100 shards to give to all the players. So in the coming weeks, 4 polls will post via social media for players to vote characters featured in upcoming blitzes. And we'll see how that goes. Now, the Apocalypse reworks, not reworks, but the big boy Apocalypse get the awakened abilities, and they are impactful. In fact, I'll put a link to it. Pathfinder Gaming went to battle against Zubin's team in Arena, and he attacked them twice, and he was not able to beat them. And I'm sure there's going to be a way of doing it, and we'll figure it out. This has just been out for a couple hours, but it definitely makes Apocalypse, the big boy Apocalypse, a lot stronger. If we look at the basic attack targets adjacent to primary target for damage and drain, and then apply bleed to primary and secondary targets. All right, well, that's an improvement. The special Now will apply 2 vulnerable, 2 offense down, and 2 defense down up to maximum 3 to primary and adjacent targets. So that's a lot better. This right here, his ultimate now can go off turn 1, I believe. Now costs 8 ability energy, applied bleeding slow to all enemies, fill speed bar for self by 40%. Wow. Well, let's look at that. Yeah, now basically goes 100% turn meter when it's fully done, right? Wow, it goes from 60% to 100%. And then his passive, holy moly, on any turn, heal self and all allies for 1% of this character's max health. So that's anybody's turn. I don't know how impactful that is, but when this character drops below 50% health for the first time, gain defense up for 3 turns. That's a pretty big deal. Gain 20% max health and damage, and then all allies gain 20% max health and damage. So apparently, the 7 yellow Big Boy Apocalypse is the real deal now. Like I said, if you want to see footage of Zubin's team on defense and Pathfinder's attacking into it, I mean, maybe there's a different team configuration or a way of doing the battle, but it's not the same. It's a lot stronger. And now Apocalypse is, a Big Boy Apocalypse is probably the best character in the game now. Like, that was up for debate. I felt a little bit underwhelmed. I thought, wow, he's just like King. Also, someone pointed out to me that it is exactly 1 year since Agatha was released into the game, and she's not farmable. Get it together, Scopely! Where's our Agatha? And then also, I want to give a big shout out to my YouTube demographics and the 2.2% females that watch my channel. I think that number is kind of high, but what do I know? Okay, let's keep going. Dear Scopely, would you please stop making Teal mutant gear more scarce? And it is scarce, but I think it's the number of characters required. Because I don't want to say there's equal distribution of all the different pieces, but you just need a lot more of them between the 5 Mystic, 5 Bio, and 10 mutant characters plus Apocalypse. So there's basically, 11 more than double the rest. And it was not enough. They release events like Clover Store and this new Easter egg store, which both intentionally excluded Teal mutant gear. You can buy G50 mutant nukes. However, you cannot buy any kind of Teal mutant gear. I'd like to elaborate that I'm even talking about buying G17 mutant uniques. I would buy casual mutant gear like Spices, G-Nex, Cytoplasm, Metabolic Advances, mutant uniques. Hard enough to get, so please let us buy the casual mutant gear. I don't think they're talking about with money, because I believe you can just buy it with money. It's expensive. Isn't it like $30 per 15 little pieces? It's not cheap. It's not cheap. Speaking of something that is Big Boy Apocalypse and is not cheap, this orb is kind of I don't know the actual math on this, and I'm sure somebody will. But I know you think 17s are scarce. Blue ISO 5 is on another level of scarcity, and they typically don't even sell it. It's only available, but there's one-time completion bonus. You get a couple from finishing the individual sagas, but then that's done, right? And then largely there's been one other offer that's had Blue ISO 5s, and then the rest of them have been awarded in some sort of event on the leaderboard milestone, which effectively is like a spending power cores or opening gold orbs. So effectively an auction. They've only auctioned this stuff off, so it's been very, very scarce. So I haven't done the math on it, but it's $100, and then there's a small chance that you'll get Blue ISO 5s in here, Blue ISO 5s. So I'm just saying. And then also, since we're talking about like bugged offers, like this offer goes into the store today, and then there's not even any orbs to open. People spend $100. So I hope this messaging right here about saying we're implementing a stricter review. Okay, let's start with this kind of stuff, right? Let's start with like if you actually spend $100, the orb is in the store. I think that would be just a checklist of that. Making sure that the artwork and then the text lines up correctly, and there's not an extra zero, or I don't know. I feel like these aren't even bugs. These are just actual typos and a lack of a review process. Easter gold galore. 1.5 million gold. I mean, what does that do for you? Take you up from like level 90 to 92, maybe up like 2 levels for $5 seems so expensive. Do what you got to do. They try selling these typically for $35 US. So here they're going to give 10 red star orbs, which are only useful for me anyways for elite 4s and dark promotion credits. I try to open these on 10x day rather than when the character had boosted rates. But anyways, it's not a great deal. But anyways, we'll keep going. April Fools. I like this offer quite a bit, and it has some blue ISO 4s in there. They've got 50 Icarus shards, which is largely unavailable other than in orbs. This is $50 US, and if you have Rogue and you want to get the unlimited X-Men up and running, and you don't have these 4 characters, that will give you 150 times 4 for $50 US. And then lastly, I don't like these. What is this worth right here? But normally for $5 US, you get 375 cores, and then you're basically spending 25 cores on the egg hunt progress. Yuck. Like I would could get behind this if it was 375 and then you would be getting bonused. So now it's time for the giveaway. I really hope you liked today's video, because if you did, you are in luck. For every single person that likes this video, you will be getting for free in your account the super duper exclusive Golden Apocalypse. This is not a scam. I don't know. There's only one of these in the game. What, Tordano Mac has it, or? Oh my God! Right? I think that's the way it is. I understand why they do like shaders and reskins. I mean, it's not even a new model. It's literally they just like they just changed the color. It looks. Why didn't they do green? For money. Like, why did they make him green instead of gold? I don't know. I don't know. It's just funny to me. The whole thing makes me laugh. Anyways, Austin Powers, what, a Goldfinger or an Oscar? I don't know. All right, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. As always, thanks for watching. Keep it game. Bye for now.